All right, let's talk about how to import in your PayPal CSV and copy and paste it into these blue tabs. You will see me using the PayPal seller spreadsheet in this video, but if you are following the instructions for the PayPal import add-on spreadsheet, these steps work exactly the same. Don't be alarmed. You still have a summary tab. You're just missing all of these expense tabs because those should be over on your main seller spreadsheet. So pay attention to what I'm doing here with these light blue tabs. We're going to start obviously by logging into our PayPal account. I do want to add the disclaimer that you need to have a business PayPal account to be able to access this report, this particular CSV. A personal PayPal account doesn't provide you with any sort of reporting functions that you're going to need to do your books. So make sure you're inside a business PayPal account. It's free. From here, you want to head to your activity menu up here, and then under reports, click on all reports. And you're going to see a lot of different types of reports show up here. What you want to look for is the activity report. I know that it can be tempting to sometimes download one of these statements, but you want to go for the activity report. And if this ever looks different for you, make sure that you check the written Google Doc instructions and or the FAQ knowledge base. We always try to have up-to-date information there. Sometimes we are quicker at being able to update those versus these videos. So just check those if you're having trouble finding the activity report. Once I click on the activity report, I want to change my transaction type to completed payments, change my date range to be whatever month I want to look at, and then make sure the format is set to CSV. Then I can hit create report. Quick note that if you ever end up having trouble importing in your CSV and you feel like the columns are not in the right spot on your CSV, you can customize your report fields by clicking here. I have an FAQ in our knowledge base that lets you know exactly what things you want to have checked off here. But if you've never customized them before, we're using the default format, so you don't need to do this unless you feel like you're having a problem. Otherwise, just don't even bother clicking on it. It might take a little bit of time for this to show up with a download link there, so you might have to click refresh a few times. Once you're able to hit download, you do that. It's going to save somewhere on your computer. And now you want to open it in whatever spreadsheet software you are using. If you open it in Excel, sometimes you get this wonky message about converting it. I usually say don't convert, but I don't super think that matters. Once you have it downloaded on your computer and opened in your spreadsheet software, you want to copy it. And there's a few different ways that we can copy these CSVs. In Excel, I like to just click this upper right-hand corner, and that just selects everything for me. You can also, if you're in Numbers or Google Sheets, click and drag down by clicking on the row and dragging down. You can also just highlight everything, click and drag and highlight. That's a little cumbersome to me, but you can do that. You just want to have everything highlighted and then copy. So you can right-click copy. You can go to your edit menu, which you can't see, sorry, and hit copy, or you can hit Control-C or Command-C on your keyboard to copy it. Once you see these dancing ants outlined around it, that means you've got it copied. Once you've got it copied, you want to navigate over to your light blue tab for whatever month you're working on. For me, it's January, so 1. You want to make sure you are scrolled all the way over to the leftmost side of your spreadsheet columns. You want to be looking at column A. You don't want to be over here and paste it in too far to the right. You want to scroll all the way over so you're on cell A1, and then you can either right-click and hit paste right there in cell 1, or you can go to edit paste, or you can do Control or Command V to paste. And it's going to pop in all the stuff that you just copied from that CSV to this here on tab 1. And when I go look at my monthly summary tab, now I should see amounts populate in some of these light blue cells for my sales, possibly my refunds, my fees, possibly my shipping, and potentially the sales tax information and or loan down there. Now that we have imported in that CSV, let's talk about what is going into each of these calculations so you understand what you're looking at. So your PayPal sales are going to be your gross revenue from PayPal. Gross means total before any fees are taken out. So this includes your PayPal sales from all sources. Keep in mind, you may offer PayPal on more than one platform. via more than one like revenue stream. So this is going to be all PayPal sales hitting that PayPal business account, right? It includes any sales tax you actually collect, and it includes any shipping that your customers are paying you. So this is your gross revenue inclusive of all of those things. Your refunds are going to be subtracted out next. This is anything listed as a payment refund over on that CSV. If you have a refund, it's going to be entered here as a negative amount. It will reduce your gross revenue. It'll be subtracted from it. Next, we have your PayPal fees row here. This is like the processing fee, the transaction fee on your PayPal sales. It's automatically taken out of the sales that you make. So we want to subtract it here as a deduction, and it's going to automatically populate once you copy paste that CSV in. Finally, we have your PayPal shipping fees. I don't have anything listed here for my example, but if you use PayPal to print your shipping labels, like you pay for postage through PayPal's shipping system, that will populate automatically here as well. And it will be an expense, just like PayPal fees will be an expense. Those will be subtracted from your overall total revenue to get your net profit. I want to add also that if you use PayPal, you might transfer amounts out of your PayPal account to your business checking account or your personal bank account. Those are not going to show up anywhere here. Those are not considered revenue. They're not considered expenses. They're considered owner draws or owner transfers, and they are not listed anywhere here. You can manually enter that here if you want. This is really any amount you take out of your business and pay to yourself personally. But just a note that those transactions, you might see them on your CSV, but they're not going to show up here anywhere. Also, you might use your PayPal account to pay for some business expenses, and you might see those on your CSV when you copy and paste it in. Those also, unless they are the fees taken out of your sales or specifically for shipping labels, and this will be for things that go to USPS, or I think right now, sometimes we have ShipStation, or it's called Octane, I think, generating the shipping labels for PayPal. Unless it's one of those specific postage transactions, the spreadsheet formulas are built to ignore any other type of expense transactions showing up on your CSV. You will need to manually enter those on the applicable expense tab, and we have another video for that coming up. All right, so that's how we copy and paste in your CSV. If you have any trouble or any questions about this, feel free to comment on this video or email us at support@paperandspark.com.